Good morning, everybody. Rick Rowe. Hey, it is king cake season, and I've got to say this, so don't get mad at me. When it comes to couples and king cakes, there's nobody quite like this. There they are. Look at them. I first met them, how many years ago has that been?
Gosh, we opened up 7 years ago.
7 years ago. Now, this whole thing started at the duck pond, Mardi Gras. They used to do king cakes out of your house.
Yes.
And everybody said, man, these are really good. Maybe you ought to open up something. They opened up this tiny little place right off of Fern. Now it is an empire. They're stretching from sea to shining sea. They are amazing. And one of the reasons that people love the Lowder king cakes, because there are a lot of great king cakes all over the Arklatex, but there's something going on, Preston, with your dough. You're the guru of dough and bread.
That's right. That's what we like to focus on. We like to focus on the quality of the dough, the quality of the bread that goes into the king cake. I feel like it kind of gives us a little bit of step up.
Yes.
We're, growing up, I just really wanted to have a dough that was really tender and soft and
I like that. Yes.
And you bite
fluffy.
Oh yeah. Fluffy.
Yes.
It
Light.
melts in your mouth.
Yes.
It just kind of complements the filling.
Yes. You know, folks, when you eat, take a bite of a Lowder king cake, you know it. All right, this is Lowder, okay? you just know there is a difference. And that's one of the reasons you've been so successful. Started with maybe a few dozen back 7 years ago. I don't know how many it was back in the day. Now you're pushing, what's that number?
Oh man, we are hoping to hit 15,000.
15,000.
We will see if we can make it.
Now, I know people love you and they love your story, but goodness sakes, honestly, it is the king cake that brings people back. So if you're pushing 15,000, you're doing something right with the king cakes. Speaking of, look at this one. Come over here, Jeff. This is the one that was debuted last year.
Yes.
Has become a cult favorite.
This is our berry chantilly king cake, and it has become really, really popular this season, and we're so excited about it. Everything we make is made completely from scratch. So we start out with our king cake dough, and then we fill this king cake up with our strawberry filling, which is made from scratch with real strawberries.
Cut it. Let's see. I don't believe you. Show me.
And then we top it with our chantilly vanilla bean cream on top.
Oh my.
It is a really, really good one if you're looking for just something to kind of complement
look at this.
Your king cake.
All right. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Gotta have that.
It's a really good one.
Literally, when I say cult favorite, you can't keep them in.
We are making them around the clock and just trying to keep them in stock. So we keep these in our retail refrigerator since the chantilly cream is on top of that fresh fruit. This is one that stays in the refrigerator until you're ready to serve it, but it's been a really, really popular one.
My goodness. All right, folks, again, I have to say this. There are a lot of wonderful king cakes all over the Arklatex. Each has its own uniqueness to it.
Yes.
But you know, when you bite into a Lowder king cake, that's a Lowder. And now they have the chantilly, which is what a great idea. Oh, by the way, we're running out of time. How much time do we have to get one of these?
We have 1 week left.
1 week?
King cake. So Mardi Gras is next Tuesday, February 17th. And so only 1 week left.
All right, and if y'all are very, very sweet and nice to me, that is coming back to you, because now with my new heart condition, I can't eat these things anymore.
It is Tuesday, and it is also Mardi Gras season.
And that's where we find Rick Rowe. He is enjoying that taste of Mardi Gras with some king cakes.
Amen, Miss Shannon. Hey, you know what? We're going to do a Hallmark movie, folks, starring those two, Sarah and Preston Lowder. I'm telling you, we're going to do it. I'm going to executive produce it, probably direct it. I'll be cinematographer, the whole bit. Because this is an amazing story. I first met them 6-7 years ago. They fell in love. It was at the duck pond. At the duck pond. A lot of people have fallen in love at the duck pond. Started making king cakes out of their kitchen. Everybody said, wow, these are really good. Maybe we could sell a few more. So they opened up a tiny little place, 800 square feet?
We had 850 square feet, and more than 3/4 of that was kitchen area.
And now, let's fast forward about 7 years. What do you got, 4,000 or 5,000 square feet?
So we doubled our space of our bakery. We have our sandwich shop, and then now we have our second bakery location in Reston, Louisiana.
And now now they're a corporation. They're an empire, a baking empire. All right, obviously, we're talking king cakes because we only have about a week left, but we're also talking Valentine's,
Yes,
Sarah.
Valentine's is this weekend, and so we have not only our king cakes, but a lot of really wonderful Valentine's treats. We have our Sugar Crew cookies that we'll have not only in our king cake colors, but our Valentine's colors. We have cookie cakes. We also have some wonderful king cakes, including our Chantilly king cake, which I think will be a popular Valentine's.
Yeah,
item.
let's show them the Chantilly because this one's cult favorite. Can't keep them in stock. I mean,
Yes.
my goodness. What is Chantilly, by the way?
So Chantilly, what we do is we take our king cake dough and then we fill it with our strawberries and cream icing.
Look at this, folks. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And then our cream cheese,
Look at that.
strawberry filling, cream cheese filling, and then we top it with
Golly.
our Chantilly cream vanilla bean topping, which is made from scratch and the fresh fruit. So it's just a really cool new take on king cake.
Yeah, by the way, you can't get that anywhere else. Nobody on the planet does a Chantilly king cake. But your best seller still, by far,
By
is
far
right there.
is our cream cheese. So our just classic king cake with the cream cheese filling, that is definitely our biggest seller.
All right,
from
by the
our
way, you're
season.
selling them everywhere.
Yes.
All right, soon to go China, Hong Kong, all that kind of. It's amazing. In fact, you've got it at that wonderful place in South Louisiana.
Yes.
You've entered that market now.
So we are so excited to have partnered up with some really wonderful places all around the state and in Texas.
Yeah.
But we are in different places from Tyler, Texas. We're in Jefferson, Texas,
Golly.
Marshall, Texas, and we're in St. Francisville, Louisiana, which has brought us down south this year. We're in Monroe, Bossier, Houghton. So we're just thrilled to be able to keep growing kind of the king cake season for ourselves.
That's why I'm telling you, folks, it's a Hallmark movie. We start with the love story. You guys have a big fight on the duck pond, and you throw something at him, or one of those things. You always have to have that. And then you come back together, and you realize, well, he's really cute, and then he's into baking, and you start baking together, and you sell a few king cakes. I mean, it's a Hallmark movie. I'm telling you, we're going to make this happen.
Let's make it happen.
But this is real. It's not a movie. These guys are real. They're awesome people, and there's a reason this has been so successful, folks, because there's a lot of good king cakes in the Arklatex. Look, I love all of them. But goodness gracious, when you bite into yours, you know it's a Lowder. And this is the reason right here, really. I know I'm
Yes.
almost out of time, but Preston is the guru of bread and baking.
He absolutely
It's the
is.
bread that has set you
It's
apart.
the quality for sure. So, we really focus on wanting the dough to be really tender
Yes.
and moist. When you bite into it, it just melts in your mouth.
Yes.
Really complements the filling.
You gotta love it. Nobody does it quite the way they do. And that's why Louisiana Cooking Magazine, this is about 6 years ago, named them the best king cakes in the whole
did.
state of Louisiana. Hallmark movie coming, Brother Skip. Coming back to you, my friend.
Doctor says it's okay to eat king cakes.
He does. All things in moderation, Brother Skip. All things in moderation. But hey, it is hard to be moderate with these. These things are otherworldly. I'm telling you, there's the cream cheese, which is their best seller. And then you had the Chantilly, which is the cult favorite.
Yes.
Can't keep them in stock. But I want you to meet the genesis of all of this. This is how it all started. This young couple, Sarah and Preston, literally met Duck Pond Mardi Gras parade.
Yes.
Laid eyes on each other and said, she's the one. You said he's the one. Sure enough, started making king cakes out of their kitchen. Family said, man, these are really good. I think we might be able to make something out of this. Open up a little tiny place right over there, about 800 square feet. Now it's an empire. They have LLCs and corporations and franchising all over America. I'm exaggerating just a little bit, but it's a great backstory. And let's just start with you, Sarah, because you're kind of the talker in this whole thing. What you're making right now, we're talking king cakes, but we're also talking Valentine's.
Yes, so we have a really busy week here at the bakery. This is going to be the last full week
Yep.
of king cakes
Yes.
because Mardi Gras is next Tuesday, February 17th. But we also have Valentine's this weekend.
Yes.
So not only are we going to have our full bakery menu, we're going to have our king cakes, but also some really great Valentine's treats. So it's a really good week to come see us.
Now look, there are great king cakes all over the Arklatex, folks. I love all the people who do the king cakes. However, Preston, when you bite into a Lowder, you know it. Why do I know that?
Well, we really focus on the crumb, on the bread.
Yes, yes.
So when you bite into it, it's really soft and tender.
Yes.
melts in your mouth.
Yes.
Complements the filling really well.
Yes.
It's not dry.
Yes.
It lasts.
It does. It works. By the way, love this guy because before he did this, the baking thing, he was a CCU nurse. Critical care, ICU, all of that, which I love those people because I needed them just a few weeks ago. It's glad to be out. But hey, look, oh, by the way, there is something, I mentioned the Chantilly, because this is one that a lot of people still have not heard of, Sarah, and they need to.
So we make our classic king cakes in all sorts of flavors, but one kind of new take that we've done is our berry Chantilly king cake. So it's filled with our strawberry filling, our cream cheese filling, and then we have our vanilla bean Chantilly cream that it's topped with that we pipe on and put fresh fruit. So it's just a fun kind of new take on king cake to go along with kind of your classic purple, green, and gold.
And you can't get that anywhere else on the planet, the Chantilly, only at Lowder's. And by the way, there's a movie coming, folks. Hallmark movie. What is it? Love with the Lowder? Something like that. We'll come up with a good title.
We'll come up with it.
Wonderful story, wonderful people. And look, the product sells itself. It's that good. Lowder Baking Company. By the way, open all. This is your week.
Yes.
If you're going to get one, this is the time to do it. Out of time. But hey, they're on Fern. They're great people. And nobody does it quite the way they do. There's no doubt about that. Good morning, everybody. Rick Rowe. It is King. Ooh, goodness gracious alive. That is king cake icing, unlike anybody else can do it. Now, I love all the king cakes in town, folks. But you know, when you bite into a Lowder king cake, you know it's a Lowder. And look at that. I love that, Miss Sarah. This is the icing on what's the flavor inside that beautiful looking thing?
So this one is our traditional brown sugar cinnamon king cake.
Okay, that's traditional.
Which is one of my favorites, just a good traditional classic king cake. But our most popular flavor is definitely our cream cheese.
Yeah, and look at that. I want you to see the filling. And something unique about the filling, I just learned this. The filling goes in after you bake the bread. Interesting. And that's because this guy said, we're going to do it this way. Here's the guru. Preston is the guru. He's the chemist, the genius behind, really. It all started really with him and his baking. He had this wonderful passion for baking. Used to be a CCU, ICU nurse, and I love those people, let me tell you. And then he got into baking, said, let's make a little king cake or two. You did that. People loved them.
Yes.
Then said, man, we can make 20 or 30 or 40, maybe 200. Opened up a little place, 800 square, a little nook over there in the corner.
Just half this area.
Half that area 7 years ago. Now it's an empire. They're corporate. They're all over America, soon going international. And part of it is their story. They have a great love story. They met, fell in love, Mardi Gras parade, Duck Pond. I think you threw a king cake at Preston. Is that the way that works? Anyway, that's how he remembers it. But look, as much as people love you and your story, and they've got a great one, it is the product, folks, ultimately, that brings people back. And you know, as I said earlier, when you bite into a Lowder, Sarah, you know it's a Lowder.
We make everything completely from scratch using really high quality ingredients. And so we really try to pay very close attention to what we're putting in our king cakes. Right. Just trying to make it the best possible.
Yeah, you're high end. You're also creative. And look at what they have created. I've never seen this one.
So this is our berry Chantilly king cake. So it's kind of a new take on a classic king cake. We use our Lowder king cake dough, and we fill it with our strawberry filling and cream cheese filling, and then we top it with our vanilla bean Chantilly cream. All of it's made from scratch, and then fresh fruit. So it's just kind of a fun new take on king cake. It goes real well if you're going to get a classic king cake as well as the berry Chantilly.
Guess what else is coming up?
Valentine's Day.
That looks like a little Valentine.
That is a perfect way to celebrate Valentine's and Mardi Gras all at once.
Yes.
For sure.
It is a beautiful thing. There's nothing like them. You two come together. Come over here. Because you guys cannot separate. This whole thing collapses. So this love affair has to be maintained. And I'm telling you, by the way, this is Louisiana Cooking Magazine. Back in 2020, named them the best king cakes in Louisiana, which is an amazing thing. And soon to be a Hallmark movie. I'm telling you, we've been talking about it. We're writing the screenplay. We even got the actors, all of that. But I'm telling you, folks, these are two wonderful people. I think part of the reason for their success is their story, their backstory. Young couple meet, fall in love, say, let's step of faith, let's open up this little bakery. People get behind you, grandma and grandpa. Hey,
Yes.
shout out to your grandparents.
Shout out to Nanny. Yes.
There you go. Nanny, she's 96 years old.
96 years old.
And she's
yes.
watching this morning, aren't you,
is.
Nanny? I know you are. You got to love it. Now, only have a week, so we're out of time, but only have a week. They'll be here. Come
Yes.
by Lowder's, or you can get them in a lot of different locations. Ruston, Tyler, Marshall, Jefferson.
From
Goodness
Tyler,
gracious.
Texas to Monroe.
Unbelievable. And soon to be a Hallmark coming movie coming
Yeah.
to your theater or your streaming service. Okay? We'll find out a name. What, Love Out Loud? Is that what you said, Max?
It's right back to our breakfast table or dinner table, too.
I like
with those
it.
king cakes.
Indeed.
Awesome stuff.
All right.